Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast show, Knowledge to Inspire. I'm Tiffany Patlin, author of Unlocking Your Ability to Heal.
And I'm Lauren Patterson, author of Freeing Your Heart for Love.
And our sole purpose is to discuss a variety of topics, both popular and taboo. Here, we will be sharing our personal experiences and present experts, inspiring guests, and upcoming authors, all with the wisdom and knowledge to inspire you and you and you and you and everybody. So, Lauren, what are we talking about today? What are we toasting to, actually? Let's start with that.
We are toasting today is January 5th, and today is my pre-order launch.
Woohoo! So
So
excited.
I am toasting with whiskey, baby. Garrison Brother whiskey. Cheers. I'm not really drinking it, but I just thought I'd bring the bottle. It's a little too expensive to drink. So it is a special occasion, but that's for a really special occasion. So that's what I'm toasting to. I put it all over my social media platforms. It's freeingyourheartforlove.com. Check it
Yay.
out.
And your website is gorgeous. I've seen it. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Brooke Priest. Shout out to Brooke. Shout out to
Woohoo.
Brooke. I've been giving her shout outs all day.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, she does really good work. So if anybody
Yeah, she's amazing.
needs a website designer, shout out to Brooke.
Brooke Priest. Brooke Priest. So what are you toasting to, Tiffany?
I am toasting to that I finished my final round of edits for my book. So that means I'm now moving into interior layout. Woo-hoo! So excited, but it's getting closer. It's crazy, every milestone, and it's just, I'm like right there, and shooting for the January 21st Amazon Kindle launch. That all depends, on the timing and the reviewing period. So trying to clear my calendar for January. So that way, when it comes back to me, I can just, say yes, no, and maybe so, and get it done. I'm so excited.
Yay. Oh my gosh, you're so close. You can taste the
Yes.
frosting.
It tastes delicious.
Your book is your cake, and now the frosting is there.
Oh, I love it. And then when I publish it, when it's in my hands, it's the cherry on top. I'm so excited for
Yes.
that. I can't wait to get
Yes.
that first book.
Me too. I'm excited about that.
So what did you do for New Year's? I want to know what you did with your pajamas, your matching pajamas.
Oh, so you probably saw my picture. So I did something funny. I actually posted a side-by-side picture of last year's outfit to this year. But
Yes.
I still had my high heels. I just put them on for the picture. It was a photo op. But yeah, we just hung out. We watched the New Year's Eve, rockin' New Year's Eve, and we wrote our manifestations down, our desires for 2021, because I'm doing the 21-day Gabby Bernstein manifesting challenge. And then we burned it at the stroke of midnight. And I had an interesting epiphany, because I looked up at the sky and there was the bright moon, beautiful bright stars. And I was thanking the universe for my life. And I had a flashback the next morning of 16 years old Lauren looking up at the sky, seemed like the same bright moon, same bright stars. And I was asking to take my life. So I just had this huge emotional shift on New Year's Day. I woke up and I just thought of that moon, and I'm like, gosh, crazy. When I was 16, right? I was looking up, asking the sky to take me, and I didn't want to be on Earth. Fast forward to now in 2021, I'm thanking the universe. And I totally transformed. I was just like, wow, this is some crazy stuff.
I feel you. That's why when I've been asked before what's something I recommend for people to do, it's to do a timeline, because I realized in writing my book, I didn't know where to begin. So I just kept going back and back and further and further and further. And that's when I realized my story started from as far back as I can remember. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Timelines work. Looking back to see where you were, how far you've come, so powerful to do. That's so beautiful.
I've only had, since writing this book, I've only had 2 moments like that. Well, and today I was almost crying when I was having so much fun doing videos for my my pre-order. So like your news feed is probably all blowing up right now. But I was like, the last time I had this feeling was when I heard that Bette Midler song, that one that from Beaches. Yes. And that was the last time I had a feeling like that, was just how far I've come. And I just was crying listening to that song. And I always thought I wanted a hero, but actually the hero was me.
Yes.
And I realized I was the hero. Like, I am my hero. And I was just like, oh my God. And I was just bawling in the car. I mean, that song is already sad, but I've only had 2 moments that, where I felt that transformation. And I'm like, oh my God, look at how far I've come. So.
Yep. It's pretty amazing. I'm proud of you. Even though I didn't know you from way back then, I feel you, and I understand.
Yeah.
So I know how important and amazing that is. So I'm so super duper proud of you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I can never do the heart. My heart's always, there we
Looks
go.
prettier this way.
Oh, you do it so well. Wait, here's my heart.
There you go. That's beautiful.
So what did you do for New Year's?
We did something kind of similar. We decided, we got like a big poster board, and I had all of us, me and my husband, my 13-year-old. I even had my 5-year-old and my 3-year-old who just scrabbled. But I asked him what's something that happened that like didn't make him happy, or that he didn't like, that he wanted to release and get rid of. So that's what we were calling it, as a release ritual, where it was just an idea that we came up with, conjured up. It's like, let's just write on this big poster board random things that we want to release from 2020, just anything, actually not just 2020, from the whole past. Like, we just wanted to release anything and everything. So we did that. My husband and I, my 13-year-old, we all wrote all these words, different things on there that we wanted to release. And then we ripped it up, and then we burned it. But we did not stay up till midnight. I have learned, having little ones, I would much rather go to bed and not stay up till midnight, and then the next morning not be hungover, not feel like crap, not feel tired, and then just celebrate the day, actual New Year's Day. I didn't used to be like that. It was all about staying up till midnight. It was all about drinking. It was all about partying. It was all, yeah, not anymore. Maybe when my little ones get a little older, my husband and I might. But just really quick, one time we actually went out on a date to go to a hotel, and I'm not lying. We had wine and like a cheese board, went up to the hotel room, and I passed out.
Because you were so tired.
So I can only imagine, like, when we are able, like later on in the future, to go out on a date.
Yeah.
Are we going to just pass out again because we're going to be even older?
I don't know, because you have little ones, so I know what you mean. I was always tired when I was raising my kids when they were little, but now my kids are teenagers, and we stayed up just to burn our papers, but we would have probably been in bed too. And amazingly, we didn't drink. My husband made this like apple cider kind of with bourbon.
Oh,
but
that sounds good.
It was really good. But it didn't taste like alcohol because it burned off while he boiled it. But that's all I drank. I didn't drink anything, but I drank the next day on New Year's Day. But I didn't drink anything on New Year's Eve. I was surprised. I just didn't feel like drinking. It was really weird.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
The first time, though, I drink every New Year's Eve. I was just like, I don't know what's going on with me. I tried to drink some wine. I'm like, I just don't feel like it.
I think that's a sign of evolving. I don't think drinking alcohol is bad.
Yeah.
I think obviously when it becomes a problem, like when people abuse it and stuff like I did, I mean, I was really, 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 really bad. Thank goodness I found the light.
Yes.
And now it's different, because now it's my choice, because before it was never a choice.
Yeah.
And now it's my choice. If I want to have a drink, I can, and I don't have to keep drinking. I can actually have one and say no. Like, how they say drinking responsibly? Never knew what that meant until now. Now I get it. Now I understand. Yeah, thankfully, I finally got it.
That's awesome. So
our topic,
yes,
is about what? Happiness. how do you find your happiness? How do we find our happiness? I know I used to find my happiness in all the wrong places. What about
Mm,
you?
me too. Yeah, I actually found happiness in others. I thought, if I can if I can make them be happy, then I'll be happy. But you can't find happiness in others. You have to find it within yourself. And it took me a long time to figure that out, but I did. And I love my husband to death. I love my kids, but you if something happens to them, you still have to carry on, right? You have to carry on with life and you have to still take care of yourself. So, I just always try to practice self-care, right? I meditate, I practice my Buddhism, I go for walks sometimes. But, I try to do things to like take care of myself so that I can be happy. Um, but yeah, it's a good question. What about you? What do you do to stay happy? Take care of yourself?
Well, what do I do? Sundays are my days where I really take the time to, file my nails, do little things
Mhm.
like that, just, pay a little bit more attention to me. Sundays are the days that I'm trying to save for, like, where I don't work, don't do anything. And it's just about the family, meal prepping for the week, writing out grocery lists, my homeschool, so writing out my son's spelling words for the week, things like that. Well, see, I'm already talking about doing something for someone else. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Not me.
You're a mom. You're a mom.
I'm a mom. But I do. I take the time to do that. I take care of myself physically. I am a super healthy eater. I do not deprive myself of treats. What I do instead of depriving myself of treats is I am into finding different ways of recreating a sweet treat so it's actually nutritious and delicious instead of just junk, like a
Mhm.
Snicker bar. The nutritional value in that is not that high. So what I've learned, and this is what I've learned it through self-love and experiencing everything, is that the true meaning of self-love to me is actually loving who you are inside. Meaning, can you wake up first thing in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror, and what do you see? Like, do you start immediately saying, oh my God, I'm so ugly, I'm so fat, oh my God, look at that? Like, do you start that negative self-talk? Or can you look at yourself in the mirror and smile with your hair all messed up, all face? I can be like, I know my hair's kind of messed up, but I'm awesome. Like, can you do that? If you can do that, then you're in a really good place. And if you have a hard time with that, then, work on that because you are amazing.
Mhm.
I talk to myself in the mirror. I compliment myself. That's another form of self love. It's because
Yes.
I feel like we have to remind ourselves, right? I mean, it's nice to hear it from friends, from your husband, from other people, but you got to tell yourself. Like I say that you always have to be your own best friend.
Yes.
So, tell yourself that, you did a good job today. You're beautiful, you're amazing. Whatever you feel like you need to hear, tell yourself that.
Yes. I ditto everything you just said. But I know what you mean
Oh,
about the hair because I write about my hair in my book because I hated my hair as a kid.
I could,
It was so frizzy, Tiffany, and it was out like fro. Like it was uncontrollable. It went every which way. I call it hair fairy, but you get those calluses and oh gosh, it looked horrible. And I hated my hair. And then now I miss that hair because my hair is so thin
oh,
now. But I have to get the Brazilian blowout to take all that frizz out. It's still frizzy, but I've always hated my frizzy hair. But now I just look at myself in the mirror and I just look at myself. Like I don't say bad things anymore. But I used to be that person where I used to say bad things and I'm an idiot. I used to say stuff like that. And I don't say any of that anymore. Like that's all in the past. And I'm not perfect, but I know I'm beautiful inside and out. And I know that, I deserve love and I'm worthy of love. And that's what I practice. That's part of my daily routine. And,
what would you
once in a while, I'll slip, we all slip.
oh yeah, we
But
all do.
yeah.
The important thing is to not beat yourself up, and then just remember, like, oops, I made a mistake. Doesn't mean it's the end of the world, and then you just keep moving forward. Because I feel like a lot of people, me included, would tend to focus on that mistake, and then your mind is just living there, and it's all in that negative. It's just like, so what? You made a mistake, learn from it. That's what mistakes are. They're there so you can learn from it. Just find, the reason for your mistake and figure it out and make things better and move forward. It really is that simple. We tend to overcomplicate. I know. I'm guilty.
We're human. We're human.
Yes, exactly right. We are all human.
So today we did not get a chance to do our quote of the day, but we are going to pull a card from beautiful Gabby Bernstein's The Universe Has Your Back.
Oh, that looks cool.
It's so cool. And
the cards are beautiful.
So she has this deck, she has Spirit Junkie, and she has Super Attractor. I have all three.
Nice.
Because you can never get enough cards. So I'm going to pull a card. So Tiffani, and for everybody listening and viewing us, this is your card. Gabby does this too. I love Gabby so much. We love you, Gabby Bernstein. Okay, so where should I pull from, Tiffani? From the top, the bottom, or the middle?
So the top is the one closest to you, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say closer towards the bottom, between the middle and the bottom.
Okay.
The right card is there.
The right card. Let's close. I always close my eyes. I don't know why. Okay. So our card is, interesting one, Tiffani. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world.
Oh, that's nice. Everybody needs to go meditate. Go meditate.
We were just talking about prayers before we started our show.
Yes.
So that is a great card. And all these cards have beautiful like pictures. So that is our card for today. And next week we have a big announcement, right, Tiffani? Yay! We have a guest.
We have the amazing Judy Thureson on our show.
Woohoo! Hey, Judy! Shout out, Judy.
And Judy is the upcoming, she actually already published her book. She is the author of Beautiful Tragedy.
Yes.
And she's also a certified grief recovery counselor. So she does some amazing work. If you know anybody that is currently grieving, I urge you to have them watch our podcast show next week. We will have a promotional image that we'll be passing around. Feel free to share that with somebody that you know that's grieving. She has a great give principle that has helped her with the loss of her own son. And she's really amazing. So I'm excited to have her on. So yay!
Yay! We love you, Judy. And we have some other upcoming exciting guests in February and March. We have, and the end of January, we have another author coming on with us, Tiffani. So we're excited about all our upcoming guests. And if anyone, like we said, has any topics, please private message us. We're happy to talk about different topics, what you want to hear,
what you want to see.
What you want to see?
You want to see Lauren wear a big old funny hat?
I'll do it.
Her hair in the morning?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Not that it's a theme, though.
Oh, girl, I'll send you some pictures.
And maybe do a side by side, a before and after.
Oh yeah. I'll put it like right here. I'll pin it right here next week. Oh my God. I snorted. Anyways, thanks for listening, everyone. And we will see you next week. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, stop.